The eternity of Purim. Chazal teach us that L'Asad Lovai, to the time of Mashiach, that all of the Moadim Seifim Libotel, and that we will talk about other great miracles and the miracle of Mashiach and the great miracles that will be performed at that time. And so the Moadim that we have now will take a back seat, so to speak, except for Purim. Shekol among Seifim Libotel chutz mi Purim. Except for Purim, which would seem to be incredible. The Yom Tovim, Pesach, Shuas, Sukkot, these are deraisa, they're min haTorah. Seifim Libotel. But Purim, which the Rabbanan enacted years later, it's a Chag d'Rabbanan, that will be eternal. That will be Purim of all of the Me'adim, of all of the Chagim. Purim will be eternal. Why Purim? That's not a yontiv. It doesn't have all the halachas of Pesach, of Chometz, of Pesach, and Korban Pesach, of Moran, and Sukkot, and Lulav. It's not a yontiv. It's a din. It's a Chag d'Rabbanan, and that is the one Chag that will be eternal. Why? We darshan Yom HaKippurim. That Yom Kippurim is a Yom Kippurim. Now Yom Kippur is like Purim. Purim is like Yom Kippur. In what possible way could Yom Kippur, Purim be like Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur is a day of fasting. We don't eat, we don't drink. There's this melacha. It's a day of vidui. It's a day of the entire day of vidui and inui and affliction. And Purim would seem to be exactly the opposite. It's a day of mishta and simcha, eating and drinking, ad lo yoda. In what possible way would we compare Purim and Yom Kippur? So let us answer another question as well. Of all of the enemies of Klal Yisrael, and unfortunately there have been many, and those who have come up against us, and Rahman al-Islam have tried to destroy us, the only nation that we're commanded to destroy is Amalek, Mechias Amalek. Not Mitzrayim. There's restrictions on Mitzrayim, but there's no chiyuv of Mechias Mitzrayim. It's only Amalek. There have been so many nations that's not Bavel, Nebuchadnezzar destroyed the Beis HaMikdash, all the people that he killed. Not Rome, they destroyed the Beis HaMikdash, all the people that were killed, the millions of people that were killed by the Romans, by Bavel, all the atrocities of the Greeks, of Mitzrayim. No, there's no mitzvah mechir, just Amalek. And in fact, the damage that Amalek inflicted compared to the other ones would seem to be minimal compared to the other nations. Dafke by Amalek, there's a mitzvah of mechias Amalek, and there's a mitzvah of zechira, to remember Amalek, what they did. Why Dafke Amalek? The Pasuk says, Asher korcha b'derech. Asher korcha b'derech. He came upon us, Amalek came upon us when we left Mitzrayim, after the great Nisim of Mitzrayim, of Yetzias Mitzrayim, and Amalek attacked. And Asher Korcha we darshan to mean a lotion of koyer, of coldness, of krirus. That the matara of Amalek was to attack, as the Goyen says, to attack without any provocation, without any incentive, without any fear or any motive for gain. We weren't entering his land. We weren't about to attack his land. He had it for no self-interest. It was only Asher Korach. It was only to cool down that, as Chazal say, the warm bath. That the world saw the great miracles of Mitzrayim, of Yetzias Mitzrayim, The world saw the Yad Hashem, Kriyas Yamsuf. The world became fully cognizant of the Hashkafa of the Ribbono Shel Olam in this world, that the Ribbono Shel Olam controls this world, and Amalek could not be saved of that. He could not tolerate that there was a moon in the Ribbono Shel Olam, that the world saw the Hashkafa of the Ribbono Shel Olam, the Ribbono Shel Olam controls this world. He could not tolerate that. He wanted to cool down the bath. It wasn't because he was afraid of Klal Yisrael. There was no profit in attacking Klal Yisrael. It was an attack Keneged the Ribbono Shel Olam. Now people should not believe in the Ribbono Shel Olam. Should not believe that the Ribbono Shel Olam controls this world, that runs this world. So that's why he attacked, to try to obliterate the Ribbono Shel Olam from this world, that people should not believe that the Ribbono Shel Olam conducts and controls this world. Amalek is the enemy of Klal Yisrael. Amalek is the enemy of the Ribbono Shel Olam. Klal Yisrael is a nation of Hashem to carry out this mission that the Ribbono Shel Olam runs this world. And this world is all part of the Ribbono Shel Olam's plan. And to bring this world under the dominion of the Ribbono Shel Olam, that people should understand, be mamin, and see the Yad Hashem in everything in this world that Ribbono Shel Olam controls as the Melech Malchei HaMalachim. Amalek, his motive, his whole existence is to obliterate that, Chas v'Shalom. That people should not see the Yad Hashem, and that's why he attacked. And that is our war with Amalek. It's not only a war against an evil people. It's not only a war against a nation that committed atrocities. It's not only a battle against the people that harmed us. It's a war against the enemies of the Ribbono Shel Olam. It's a war against the nation that tries to block out everything and anything of Ruchnias, of Yad Hashem in this world. And that's our war against Amalek. And what Purim represents is not only the destruction of Haman, of the destruction of Amalek, is the victory of seeing the Yad Hashem in everything. Whereas Amalek and Haman wanted to block out the vision of the Yad Hashem in everything and anything, Purim is to see the Yad Hashem in everything. That's Purim. And therefore, the Nes of Purim was bedavka a Nes Nister. It wasn't a Nes Davka Goli day. That was Mitzrayim, the Yam Suf, etc. All the Nisim Geloim and the Nes of Purim was the Nes Nister to see. And that's the ultimate victory over Haman and Amalek, to see the Yad Hashem in everything, not only in the Nes Goli, but in the Nister, in everyday life, in everything that occurs in our life, to see that it's Yad Hashem. And perhaps that's why in Sefer Devorim, at the end of Parshas Kiseitze, we have the mitzvah of Machias Amalek, Zochras Asher Asachal Amalek, Seischam in Mitzrayim. It's a mitzvah of Amalek, and right after that, the Smichas of Parshas, the beginning of Parshas Kisava, is the mitzvah of Bikurim. Because Bikurim, we bring the first fruit after our toil and labor. And what do we do with the very first fruit that we bring, what we have, what we harvest? We bring it to the Kohen, to the Beis HaMikdash, and we say, Arami Ovid Avi, and we give Shevach Haidah to the Ribbono Shel Olam, exact opposite of Amalek. Amalek is everything is Koyach V'Yotzim Yadi. And here we say nothing is Koyach V'Yotzim Yadi. We toil the whole year in our vineyards, in our orchards, and after all our work and efforts and all what we put into it, what do? We say it's not us. It's not Koyach V'Yotzim Yadi. It's all B'Yad Hashem, and we bring it Bikurim to the Beis HaMikdash. And that's Purim. To see in the Nister, in the hidden things, in everyday life, to see Yad Hashem. And so that's eternal. The Moadim, Seifim Libotel, time of Mashiach, there'll be other great Nisim Galuyim. But the Chag of Purim is eternal because it's part of our avoid of everyday life, to see the Yad Hashem in everyday life. Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is to know that we give din and cheshbon in every action. Every tiny action that we do, we think, that we see, that we speak. Everything about our lives is under scrutiny. We're answerable to the Rabbeinu Shalom. We have to answer to Hashem, because Hashem sees everything. Hashem sees everything, controls everything, and we answer to Hashem. Purim is seeing Hashem in everything in our lives. Yom Kippur. It's a day like Purim. It's a day when we're fully aware and cognizant of the Yad Hashem in everything in our lives and in all of our actions, and that we're answerable for everything that we do. And that's the avodah. That's what we take out of Purim. To see Hashem, to see the nisim of Hashem, the miracles of Hashem, and everything in our lives. To give Shevav Chaydur. We thank Hashem. We thank Hashem for everything.